So I've had a lot of people ask, how did I know to get him checked for juvenile diabetes? I did not get him checked for juvenile diabetes. He had a cut on the bottom of his foot right here. And normal, I just went and put peroxide on it, cleaned it, put a Band-Aid on it, sent him outside to play. Well, it started not healing. He would wake up in the middle of the night saying that he was in pain, but he wouldn't tell me where. Who would think to look at the bottom of his foot? Not me. Well, he took a bath a few days before we found out, and his toe was super swollen. So I took him to an emergency room. They gave him 2 different antibiotics. One antibiotic he needed. The other one was feeding the infection. So I went home, gave him the antibiotics for the 6 days like I was supposed to. The swelling went down, but then it started leaking, like between his toes, like it started leaking. So I took him to a different emergency room, and they did tons of test work. They checked his foot out. They did a swab to find out what kind of infection it was. And then they did a blood test. And when the blood test came back and his blood sugar was 847, that's how we originally found out he was a diabetic. We didn't get him tested. We had no idea that he could even be a diabetic at 5. But from his sugar being 846 and the infection in his foot being so bad, nothing that I did everything right. The medicine that they gave him just wasn't helping him. They transported us to the Children's Hospital, and that's when we found out exactly what was going on. That he was a severe type 1 diabetic at the age of 5. We got everything situated, and I mean, we're struggling. Like, there's days that he don't want to be a diabetic, but for the most part, like, we're doing really good. But you can go and get your kid tested whenever you want to, if you feel like he's a diabetic.